matter where you are, it's where I always intended to be anyway. Now, I cut my teeth in the corporate environment, and I saw a lot of people use that strategy, much to their success, short term. Unfortunately, we at the Pillar Community Development Corporation never had the opportunity to use that strategy. We didn't have the opportunity to use it because there was an individual who looked across the community and saw needs in the healthcare area, saw needs in the educational support area that just weren't being met. And so he decided, as a result of the compassion and the energy that he generates like no one else can, that we needed to do something about that. And so he conceived of an organization that ultimately morphed into the Pillar. An organization that has been able to survive 25 years. Yeah. An organization that has specifically addressed healthcare, partnering with organizations like Curtis D. Robinson and fantastic organizations, Vietnam, UConn, St. Francis, boys clubs, boys and girls clubs, organizations throughout our community that could organize themselves and could rally their forces to really address those specific needs. It took a visionary to do that. It took someone who could give direction, someone who could set goals, and someone who could set a vision that we could all buy into. And so we didn't have the luxury of not knowing where we were going. That didn't mean that the road was going to be straight. It didn't mean that it was going to be easy. But there was never a moment when we didn't know what our goals were and when we didn't know what our vision was that we needed to achieve. And to the credit of all of you partnering with us, we've been able to make that a reality over the last 25 years. And it all started because of a visionary leader, one who is par excellence, a man of substance, a man of direction. Anybody who's ever worked with him knows he gives very concise and direct directions. But a man of compassion and a man of honor. And we want to recognize that man as our honoree for our Visionary Leader Award, Archbishop Leroy Bailey Jr.
Well, may I praise God tonight. And His grace and peace be with you. And let me thank Kevin and Benton and all of you who are members of the Pillar Foundation and all of you who have been featured tonight. And let me praise God for all of you who share in the works of ministry. We are all servants. Interestingly, I have to show due respect to my beautiful bride, Reethy. She and I pray early in the morning, and I was talking to the Lord about her this morning and was thankful to Him. As a young man, I was not very smart and making the right choices about things I wanted to do. And God fixed it so Reetha and I would be together. And after I first married Reetha, when we first got married in '74, I had been called to a church in Dayton, Ohio. And I was ready to leave. And she said, you aren't going anywhere. She said, you got to make up where you messed up. And that's what I did. Robert Browning says, make all the strokes in life that you can, leave the rest in the hands of God. Sir Thomas Merton said, never get in the habit of believing your doubt and doubting your beliefs, but always believe in your beliefs and doubt your doubts. And I am most privileged to be here tonight with these wonderful people. You see Kevin and Benton, who are doing great work, other people in the church. And I must admit this, when I was a youngster, and I guess I was maybe about 15 years, I don't know if it was, I guess you would call it spiritual imagination. I, for some reason, was looking at preachers, pastors, and it came into my mind that most pastors died from a broken heart. I didn't say from a heart attack, I said from a broken heart. I must admit to you, and when you read Hebrews 3, that was what happened to Moses. I must admit to you that I am blessed. Yes. And I can say this, I have some a colleague of mine many years ago I'd gone to see, and all he said was adverse and negative things about his members, and I said to him, no wonder you're not doing anything. You don't have anything good to say about your people. But I must admit to you tonight, in all sincerity, I have been blessed, and I am blessed. People who have gone to be with the Lord, people with us now. I have some of the most wonderful people in the world, and they've made life easier. It doesn't mean that we haven't had challenges and that kind of a thing, but God has been faithful. And I want to thank all of you on the Pillar Foundation for making a difference in the life of our church and ministry. Outstanding you are. And thank you, John Carmen. Thank you, Edna. Thank you for the Curtis D. Robinson Foundation and the Hartford Hospital and others of you who have contributed in terms of your support. And thank all of you for your due diligence and your faithfulness. And I do pray and I believe that when it's all over, we'll hear him say, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Thank you for the Pillar Foundation. Thank you for all you do. I love you. I love you.
Vita, can you come up?